Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, because you're watching, you're listening, you're doing whatever. But this is the Reigning Rock Podcast. And I am Billy Ray Dog, the best wrestler we have here in the state of Texas that's new and upcoming. Wait until you see what's next for the Reigning Rock Podcast. Like, share, subscribe.
And that is right, people. Do as the man himself, the champion himself, Billy Ray Dog, could be joining us later. Do as he said, like and subscribe. He'll be joining us soonish for a chat, for an interview. But do pour yourself a drink, because I am the... Let me find the picture. Hang on. There it is. I am the golden one, Ricky Goldman. This is the Reigning Rock Podcast, episode 4. Like and subscribe. Plenty to talk about, plenty to get through. It is only Wednesday, and it's been a newsworthy start to the week. So, without further ado, I'll bring in, or you can bring yourself in if you want, my co-host, the wise man himself. It is Ian.
And we're here.
So, as always, we'll start with something. There we go. So what's cooking at the table? So basically, a quick chat, what we've been up to.
Well, I got to see The Beekeeper finally. I thought it was another great Statham action film.
We'll get to that in a second. Well, since last Thursday, I've not really been up to much. Going to the gym. That's it, really. So Ian, well, I know that you've been... Did you go to watch a wedding band? Were they called the Urge?
Yes, I was watching. Right? Yeah, they're called. I went to see a band. I went to see this new band called Urge. Yeah, they were a wedding band. It wasn't at a wedding. It was at a little party at my girlfriend's club, and they were playing covers of people like U2 and AC/DC and Amy Winehouse, stuff like that. No wrestling team songs. No wrestling team songs.
But I'm guessing they play at weddings.
They're called a wedding band, and yes, they do.
And botching my lines here. I need a script. And how's your karate going? Is that going all right?
Yes, it's going good. It's going good as always.
So yeah, we'll do. So yeah, the next segment here is, of course, if we can find the video. This. Oh, I don't know if that played or not, but movie talk.
It did. It did play.
You were just saying that you've seen. Okay. On my end, it played half a second of it. Anyway, I will be watching The Beekeeper later. That's tonight's movie choice. But you said you watched it.
Good. If you love Jason Statham, you will love this. 90s, because the lines, there's some dialogue in it that's so cheesy.
He has made some good films. The Meg films, he's not too bad in The Expendables. Transporter films, he's good in them. So yeah, I don't think has he ever made a bad movie? Has he been lucky enough to be one of those that don't make a bad movie?
A few bad ones here and there, but he has his fun ones. The Crank movies are good fun.
Yeah, so the films that I've watched Sunday, The Monkey King. It's the animated film on Netflix. It's okay. And King of Thieves. Have you seen that?
Butler.
Say that again, please.
Is that the one with 50 Cent and Jared Butler?
No, it's Michael Caine, Ray Winston, based on true events. It's based on, because there was a robbery in London, and it's based on that.
I remember there was a King of Thieves that came out in 2018 with Gerard Butler.
Den of Thieves, I think, was it called Den of Thieves?
50 Cent was in it as well.
I think it was called Den of Thieves with 50 Cent.
Oh, that's the one. Yeah, that's the one.
Good film, yeah. But King of Thieves is Michael Caine, Ray Winston, Paul Whitehouse. Did he call Paul Whitehouse the comedian? I think he's called that. But yeah, it's based on true events about a robbery in London years and years ago. Not a bad film. So if you like Michael Caine, then yeah, give it a watch. But I will be watching Beekeeper tonight, and then yeah. Will you be going to the cinema to watch? Is it Argyle? Oh, you cut out there. Of course, there's somebody in Argyle that I won't be going to watch it, but I'll watch it at home because I saw somebody's in it. And you've gone quiet. Oh, you muted yourself. That's why. Unmute. You muted yourself playing with the thing. What have you put? Muted.
You just looked at a while there. I'm just trying to talk.
Right.
You know what? I was saying I'm not going to the cinema this weekend because of certain events.
Will you be going to watch Argyle whenever it's out?
Yeah, it'll be on my list. Great cast in Dua Lipa.
Saying somebody.
There's a great cast in there.
I'm only watching it because he's in it, but yeah. And I thought he's a bit. I think what I've seen from it is a bit like James Bond. So yeah, I like James Bond. My favourite. If we're talking favourite Bonds, it's got to be the GOAT, Sean Connery. I don't think. Oh, but Daniel Craig is good. Daniel Craig. Now, okay, Bond is human, but he kind of humanized the character that Bond could get hurt, not falling off his great bill, and he just dusts himself off and walks off like it's nothing. So Daniel Craig was a good Bond. What's your opinion?
Craig, maybe, or maybe Pierce Brosnan.
Not Sean Connery?
More Pierce.
Fair enough. So give me a second. I think I've. Oh yeah, right. So, I'm not going. Well, I'm going to a couple of shows this weekend. First of all, Rumble Watch Party, and then GPW in Hinley. I'm going to those, but let's go to our next segment. But before that, we'll play a promo video and then get into some wrestling talk here. But let's play this first. So it was right, Protein Tees, Gulman's, and a little bit of news here. There's a new t-shirt just gone up, so go on, purchase that, keep a lookout for that. And my socials on screen right now. But let's get into YouTube stream. You're being just as slow as it likes to be. Jesus. Almost there. So, here we go. So, of course, Wrestling Roundup, and we forgot Dynamite last week. We kind of should have covered this on last week's podcast. We'll start with that. We'll get into we'll get into the news of tonight's Dynamite later, but I'll try and not laugh through it. Anyway, so last week's Dynamite, you had Christian Cage defending and keeping the TNT title against Dustin Rhodes. Okay, your opinion on this?
That was actually a pretty good match for their age. Like Dustin Rhodes, for his age, is still going strong. He can still go. Fair play. He's in his 50s and he can still go.
Just shows age is just a number, really, doesn't it? If you keep fit and keep in shape. Well, he's in shape, I suppose. Yeah. Excuse me. In tag team action, Orange Cassidy and Trent Beretta defeated Commander and Penta El Zero Mido, whatever he's calling himself now.
Penta El Zero Nero.
Yeah. Okay. I've got really no opinion on that, really, but good win for Trent Beretta, I suppose. At least for Trent still getting used.
That was good, but it was mostly to set up Roderick Strong versus Orange Cassidy at Full Gear.
Yeah, well, hopefully, yeah, Cassidy. Yeah, well, we'll get into Revolution. We'll get into Revolution kind of nearer to the time. But do you have Roderick Strong win? I don't know. Anyway, new six-man tag team champions as the Bullet Club take them away from Mogul Embassy.
And now we're getting the Bang Bang Gang.
Bang Bang Gang.
Bang Bang Scissor Gang.
Deanna Peraza picked up her second win. I believe this was her first match on Dynamite as she defeated Anna Jay.
The first match happened on Collision.
On Collision, wasn't it? Or Ramp? I think it was Collision. So I think this was her first match on Dynamite.
Collision, that was her debut.
We had in another tag team match, Private Party returned to action and they defeated Top Flight. Okay.
Yeah, that was Look, we could be setting up some of it as well.
And in your main event that the world certainly wasn't talking about, but Tony Khan certainly was, Samoa Joe retained the AEW Championship against Hook.
Oh, Joe was booked as a monster in this one. He literally destroyed Hook.
Yeah.
Like Hook held out on his own, but like it was all Joe down, and then Hangman Page comes along, and we're setting up Hangman Page versus Samoa Joe. For obviously for Full Gear, it's either going to be Hangman.
So I don't watch Dynamite as I say every single week. I'll say a bronze. Again, there's really nothing there that makes me want to tune in and watch. What would your grading of it be?
I'd give it a silver.
Fair enough. So on SmackDown, so on SmackDown, it starts with a contract signing: AJ Styles, LA Knight, Randy Orton, and Paul Heyman. So no Roman Reigns, not yet. Anyway, and Paul Heyman came out. Yeah, this was a good way to kick off SmackDown. Certainly hypes up the Fatal 4-Way at the Rumble.
Which is this weekend.
In tag team action, Legado del Fantasma. So now they're on the winning way. So Santos Escobar, Angel, and Humberto went over Carlito. Hasn't had much luck since coming back, but there you go. and LWO. So I'm glad that Angel and Alberto got the win here. Yeah.
Yeah, it seems to be going in there. They'll be going in direct. They could have Andrade and Rey Mysterio back.
Yeah, we'll save.
Unless Andrade joins Santos, and then we have Rey, Carlito, and Joaquin Wilde and Goldberg and Angel. Like 4-on-4, I think Andrade works better as a heel.
We'll get into when Andrade and Reyes coming back. Well, we'll do predictions. We'll save that for tomorrow for our Rumble predictions tomorrow. But anyway, moving on. Great news, and it's just a name that it shouldn't be as big news as it is. But Pete Dunne is back, and Pete Dunne, I don't know where Butcher's gone. Butcher's missing apparently. But Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate went over Pretty Deadly again, like they did last week. So yeah, Pete Dunne's back. Great news.
Now, do they need Sheamus in their faction now? Is the question, because they can't have Trent Evan because he's over in TNA.
Do they need Sheamus? Not really. I would say no, but I don't know. What's your opinion on that?
To bring back, well, maybe not, because now if we're looking at the end of the Brawling Brutes, then you keep Sheamus to his own thing and seeing what happens to him the rest of the year.
Do you do Sheamus? Well, the rumours are, and this is only rumours, apparently it's going to be Sheamus Brock at Mania. I don't know how true that is. You would imagine it's going to be Gunther Brock, but...
Yeah, rumours can't always be right, as I've learned today, and I hope you've learned it.
Yeah, I have learned, but that's, again, it's just... Unless it's Dave Meltzer. I'll take 5 seconds to say this, even if it's Dave Meltzer, he doesn't always get stuff right, but if it's Sean Ross Sapp, that's usually spot on.
There you go.
It was a KO show, and his guest was Logan Paul. This was really just to build their match at the Rumble.
They have great chemistry together. I'm looking forward to that match. They do work well together.
They kind of broke the brand split rule here, but okay, it is what it is, and I like that the tag team champions are getting a push, but brand split rule broken. Ken and Carter can a chance retain against Alba Fire and Isla Dawn. I do hope that Alba and Isla
they're not breaking draft rules, because the tag SmackDown.
And I can see that we've got a guest backstage, but we'll just finish up SmackDown here, and then I'll bring my guest in. So just 2 final matches here. You had LA Knight defeating AJ Styles by DQ. I think you know my opinions on LA Knight, but they're keeping him looking strong heading into the Rumble, and I think this is smart. So yeah, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, well, they all need to be careful. LA Knight or AJ.
Give me a second. Jesus, how do you pause this? Like that. And in your main event, the Viper Randy Orton scored the win over Solo Sikoa. Yeah, Randy Orton's on a good return, and certainly builds momentum. Into the Rumble.
Yeah, he's taken a lot of losses here and there. First DQ loss from AJ, loses.
Yeah, dude, Solo's losing a lot. Anyway, so my rating for SmackDown. My rating for SmackDown, I will say bronze to silver. It was good, but could have been better, I think. So. But we've got a guest, so let me bring him in right now. And I hope he has the title. If he's not got the title, that's all fine. But and I hope you can hear this, his theme music. I'll just play as he comes in. So he is Texans' own newest signing to Reality of Wrestling referee. Keep a lookout for him. He is Billy Ray Dog.
Hello, Billy. How are you?
Doing good, doing good.
So Billy. So how are you? How's the weather there? What time is it there currently?
It's about 2:30 here, but the weather's been terrible.
I think it's like that all around the world. I think we get a bit of a storm here, a bit of wind picking up, and yeah. At least it's not snowing. I don't like the snow. I'd find it to be dangerous. And
I did get snow the other day, though.
it holds up traffic. It's dangerous. It's just yeah. So you've not got your title with you, but unfortunately, but do explain what your title is. You know, does your championship have a name?
It's the Billy Ray Dog Championship right now. I'm working on getting a second design, but it has my logos all over it to represent your best wrestler ever.
And let me just put up. I did forget to do something. So let me put that up. We'll put that up throughout. That is Billy's Pro Wrestling Tees. Head over, buy one of his t-shirts. I always put it in the description as well, so check out that description. But so yeah, and you did send me a video, and I've not uploaded it to here, but you did send me a video of your wrestling training, and you won. And I believe you're undefeated. So how's your training going, and what have you learned?
Going good. I'm not undefeated. I've been defeated twice. That was my third match, and I won it.
And how's training going, and what have you learned?
It's going good. I've learned a few moves that I don't want to give the secrets behind them away, but let's say suplex, DDT.
Yeah, I think we all know what you're saying, and we all know that how moves are done. But yeah, has the great man himself, Booker T, given you any advice, and if so, what?
He says, never stop in the middle of a match. If you're learning to wrestle, keep going. Someone can always take a bump to get you back to where you need to go.
And how is he as a trainer?
To be honest, he's not there all the time, but the people he puts in place when he's not there are great.
I would imagine he's busy with NXT. But go on, sorry, you're going to ask a question.
Can he put in a word with you to get on NXT or WWE? Can he put a word in?
Yes, he can. He always puts his word in on his talent. That's how Roxy got there. And Indy Hartwell.
As much as I want Billy to succeed and hopefully the future's bright, he makes it to WWE, I think he's a long way from WWE. But who knows? You know, if the great Khali can make it, then I'm sure anybody can.
Because technically, if I keep it going at this pace, I could be 6 months and I could be there.
Oh, wow.
In case if it's not watching you, you know.
You cut out.
It's not what you know, it's who you know.
I hope you're still going to come on here, Billy, and still be talking to us when you're rich and famous. I hope you don't forget us and go forget them. They don't matter anymore.
All I know is I'm still going to be doing my YouTube channel.
But will WWE allow you to do that?
They're going to have to, because I'm signing that in my contract that I'm continuing it.
I think you have to do as Triple H says, but there you go. If you make it to the main roster, or Shawn Michaels, or now the new general manager we'll get into much later here, Ava Raine. So what's your thoughts on that? What's your thought of The Rock's daughter is now general manager of NXT?
If she cannot wrestle like people say she can't, put her back in the boot camp and teach her how to wrestle.
What's your thoughts on her being NXT general manager?
She should not be general manager because of her dad.
I think her dad's a big role model and big inspiration. And if anybody knows, we'll get into this later. If anybody knows business, it's The Rock. So you've been doing reffing, and stupid me didn't upload the picture that you sent me. But yeah, been doing reffing. So how's that going?
It's going great. I had an opportunity earlier this week, but as y'all can tell, I'm still getting over a cold.
Yeah, I've got quite a sore throat. I think again, this cold weather doesn't help. So have you refereed any matches with any stars or any upcoming stars or anything?
Ryan Davison, if you look him up for reality wrestling.
Any current stars, any former WWE?
No current or former, but a few people that have been to Japan.
You didn't you show me a while ago that Axiom and I want to say not Axiom and Nathan Fraser came in, did a show for reality wrestling, did they?
It was Axiom and Charles Dempsey that came, and
that's what I'm thinking
yes,
about.
they did the main event.
Did you get a chance to meet them, and if so, what they like?
Yes, I got a chance to meet them because I was in a segment with Charles Dempsey coming through the back. The new guys, he was pushing them aside to make his way through.
And what's Charlie Dempsey like? Nice guy?
Very nice guy.
What about Axiom? Did you get to meet him?
I didn't get to meet him like I wanted to, but after his mask came off, pretty nice guy.
Ah, so he takes his mask off, does he?
No, for us in the back, for the boys.
Right, so he's not doing that in the ring, then, no.
No. For the boys in the back only.
Right, Ian, you're going to ask a question. Go on.
I think you froze like the weather.
McDonald's Wi-Fi. You go on, try that again, Ian.
I said he's not Mexican, so he can take it off.
Well, he's obviously Spanish. It's aching out of.
It's still
UK,
it's a respect thing for him not to take it off.
But yeah. Well, suppose if he did it in the ring, it ruins his gimmick, doesn't it? If he did that on NXT, it kind of ruins his gimmick. So, do you just referee for reality wrestling, or do you referee for other indie companies over there in Texas? I think Billy's posing for a picture.
Yeah.
No, I was trying to send something to someone.
Right. I thought you were posing for a picture there. I thought. No. Did you hear what I said, or?
Yeah, they're New Texas on IGTV. If y'all want to see that, I'm on there a lot. And then I've done a controversial place that does drag and intergender / gay wrestling.
What's the company? Is it Effie's? Is that Effie's company? No.
That one's Uncanny Attractions.
Okay. Now I've heard of Effie. Have you heard of the wrestler Effie? He's gay and he's got a company.
Yeah, I haven't heard of him.
Okay. He's got a company and done a lot over here in the UK as well. I don't know if you've heard of it, Ian. TNT Wrestling, TNT Extreme Wrestling, based in Liverpool. Have you heard of that?
I might know the name of it. Yeah, might know the name of it.
Effie's done a lot of shows there, so. That might be your type of wrestling. Well, no, because you do extreme wrestling and you're into that. And anyway, so have you what upcoming shows have you got then that you reffing?
One, if I'm feeling good, we got one tomorrow for New Texas, and then for Sunday with reality wrestling. I'm giving y'all a tidbit of news that's probably not broken anywhere. Reality wrestling got 2 time slots on TV now.
What TV channel are they on? I don't know what they're
CW. The CW channel or the Q. You just have to look it up. But there'll be a lot more stuff coming to the YouTube channel, for them and on TV.
Yeah, I probably watch them on YouTube because we don't get the seed. I don't even know what channel they be here in the UK. Obviously not TNT or anything like that, but
And
yeah, if I can watch them on YouTube. Ian, did you ask a question there?
Do you have what's the stream for people that can watch your wrestling on, Billy?
you have to look my YouTube channel, Red Billy Dog F8. I will put as soon as I get footage of it, I will post it up there. Yes.
So here we go. This YouTube, Red Billy Dog F8.
Yeah. Unless I'm in a company that doesn't allow me to post it myself, I will send links on my Facebook page.
I think Triple H has now opened it up that wrestlers can do YouTube, because he realizes obviously they're getting the word out there. That's the whole point. But yeah, Red Billy Dog F8. And you're still doing your Effect Company or EW Red Dog Extreme Wrestling?
Yes, I am. And you're still in there.
Of course.
Taking it out every once in a while.
I hope I'm undefeated.
You've been defeated too many times.
Do you still have spots open if anybody wants to join that?
I always have spots open because the new game's coming out, so people are not going to want to continue for the next year.
Are you getting the new game as soon as it comes out, or are you going to wait till it drops down in price?
I'm getting it as soon as it comes out because GameStop does a payment plan.
Do you not get it online?
No, I'm a guy that enjoys the physical copy of the video game.
Good to have it as a collection as well.
True, but this is kind of why here in the UK, the only game shop I can think of is CEX, and they're still in business because they do other things than just games. But kind of the game, going out buying one, it kind of has dwindled. Like, it's much easier just to order it online. You get it at midnight. You can sit there playing it. You have to go out. So I'll probably get. I was saying that I'll probably get the physical copy, but it has dwindled, and getting a game online has kind of killed the physical copy world, unfortunately. But that's the world we're in, and
there's still people. There's still people buying physical copies of games. I mean, like GameStop is not over in Ireland anymore. They went out of business in Ireland.
But out of, let's say, 100 people, you're going to have 10 maybe that'll go out and buy a game. The other 90 getting it online. This is why Xbox and PlayStation are making billions from it, because people want to.
The other issue as well is the amount of the consoles. They can only take in so much.
Well, if you're like me and you only play one game a year, it kind of doesn't matter, does it? But for other people that play 50 games a year, then fair enough. I suppose you have to delete the some games, but it is what it is. We'll kind of get into this later, but your thoughts of a certain somebody who's on the cover, Billy?
I'm okay with it. Yeah. I would have preferred a female on the cover as a solo, because we haven't had that in forever. To be honest, we've never had a solo female.
No, not yet. Like you'd that. Like, I think the person that they wanted for the cover was Wyatt, but I think they're waiting for the standard edition, the special editions. But Wyatt,
there is no one. There is no one. It's standard edition, deluxe, and whatever the one the Legends is. That's it, unfortunately, and that's why a lot of people said it should. People said it should be Bray. So if those people saying it should be Bray go out and buy it, that proves it really kind of doesn't matter who's on the cover. People aren't buying it. We'll get into this later, but they're not buying it for who's on the cover. They don't care. They're buying it for gameplay, graphics, story mode, new match types, whatever. They're buying it for that. You went out again then there, Billy. So you got training tomorrow. When's your next training session?
As soon as I start feeling better, hopefully Friday, but I have a show on Thursday.
So tomorrow. So where is that? What company did you say that was?
New Texas.
New Texas Wrestling. And any big names wrestle there?
Could you repeat that real quick?
Any big names wrestle there?
Zilla Fatu.
There you go. You can't get bigger than in the bloodline, can you? Have you had a chance to meet him?
I used to train with him before stuff went different ways.
Oh wow! Is he a nice guy?
Extremely nice.
Wow! So you've trained with a bloodline member. We must acknowledge you, Billy. Never mind Roman Reigns. Who's he? We acknowledge you, Billy. So what are the plans moving forward for REW? Have you got any plans, or are you just going to carry on as it is at the moment?
As of right now, if I make it to WWE, I'm hiring a editor.
And any news on your Pro Wrestling tees? Any new designs?
There are, I think, 3 to 4 new designs. One with my character from 2K, and 2 I know for a fact with Ray Dog, REW basically, Ray Dog Extreme Wrestling.
If you put on the Relative Wrestling logo on it, would you get in trouble for that, trying to make money out of Relative Wrestling?
I would definitely get in trouble for it because he has his own store on there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Booker T, so sorry, go on, Ian.
Well, then again, like if you do sell you do sell merch outside there, just remember to give Booker T a cut like Truthgate and Damien Priest.
I don't think Booker T would be happy if he saw. I doubt he's on Pro Wrestling tees, and I doubt he seems to be a very busy man. But I think if he came across it and got told about it, I don't think he'd be happy he's selling his products. He'd be like, "What's this?" Pull you quickly into the office and say, "Don't be that." Any secrets you can share with us as a referee, or do you want to keep those secrets protected?
Just giving you a heads up, referees always know the finish of the match.
Every single time.
Every single time, unless it changes match.
So they're not like, is this the finish? But you've had referees in WWE botch the finish, so.
Sometimes they're not supposed. They're doing that on purpose. Because on the headset, we get told, count the 3 now, or tell the wrestlers, new finish.
Is it, I've heard something that referees should always make the count as if it's the end of the match every time. 1, 2, 3.
Yes, every single time.
And it's up to the wrestler to kick out. Is that true?
Yes, if the wrestler doesn't kick out, it's on them.
So it could be over with a punch. It could be over with the Cobra. Well, Cobra ending move matches anyway, but you know what I'm saying. The most what's the most ridiculous move we can think of that guy just wouldn't end a match. Oh,
we lost someone.
There,
oh no!
No, I'm still here. I just turned off the camera because of the signal problems.
Okay, that might play better then. So yeah, I think that's kind of all. Have you got any more questions for Billy, Ian?
No, I'm all good. Like
so that's probably. Oh.
Hello.
I think that's probably it. When's your next show? He's saying.
Next show should be tomorrow, New Texas, on IGT TV.
And
will you be doing something on the weekend of the Rumble?
Do anything for the Rumble? I'm just watching on the Rumble. Then the next day after the Rumble, I'm refereeing the match.
Have you ever been to a Rumble?
Yes, I was to the Rumble where Edge returned.
Oh,
Actually, here's one question I've got to ask you as a referee. Have you ever pulled an Earl Hebner 97?
No,
the
I have
Montreal
not.
screw job. No.
I want to keep my job.
That was a great ending question, I thought. So, but yeah. So very quickly on the Rumble, you were there. Edge's return. Wow. Yeah. What a Rumble to be
Such
at
a
as
great
well.
moment.
And Drew won that. And I can't remember what else happened. Was it Reigns, Corbin? I don't know. Can't remember.
No, it was Reigns. It was Reigns, Corbin. Drew won the Rumble. The Fiend defeated Daniel Bryan. Becky defeated Asuka. And Charlotte won the Royal Rumble. Yeah, that should have gone to Shayna Baszler that year.
Charlotte didn't really need that, but there you go. Whatever. It is what it is. I don't book the matches. If I did. Anyway, so good luck tomorrow. Hope you get well soon, Billy. Everybody go and check out his YouTube for REW Radio Extreme Wrestling and Reality of Wrestling. Also check out his Pro Wrestling Tees, all designs. And thank you for joining us, Billy, and I'll talk to you again
one
soon.
thing is, if you pick up one of my shirts, you get a free shout out.
There you go. So a free shout out on his YouTube. So it'll be go and buy one, go and purchase one. Pro Wrestling Tees, Billy Ray Dog. Yeah, go and purchase one. And thank you, Billy. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you, Billy. It's been great crack.
I'll talk to you soon. Thank you to Billy. And we'll get back to. Give me a second. Second. When I want to find something I can't. So quickly go through level up. So Scripps knocked off Brooks Jensen. JT Jane beat Carly Bright, so a new debut. And No Catch Quarter Crew, Charlie Dempsey and Damon Kemp beat Hank Walker and Tank Ledger. Again, all fresh matches make sense. I'll say a silver for the rating. Of course, Rampage and Collision.
That's
So we'll go with Rampage. So Chris Jericho defeated Matt Sydal. So your thoughts on this, Ian?
I'm sure if the heat has died down on Jericho.
I'm not sure if it has or not. I saw something. I don't know. Well, saw a clip of Rene Dupree's podcast, and apparently Rene Dupree and Paul London really don't like Jericho. Apparently he's a big mark for himself in real life. So Penta, El-Zero, Mido, Jabronio, whatever his name is, beat Anthony Henry. Beat Anthony Henry. Have you heard of Anthony Henry?
No, sorry. I know Penta, but no Anthony Henry.
In Queen Amita isn't having much luck in AEW because she'd lost again, this time to Chris Statlander. And in your main event on Rampage, Darby Allin went over Jeff Hardy.
That would have been a good match now.
Playing a match you'd expect to see maybe on a pay-per-view, but okay.
Being taken on the books and
Collision, John Moxley defeated Shane Taylor. Okay. Adam Copeland beat Dante Martin. Well,
helping young Tom getting over.
they've really ruined Adam Copeland, but there you go. Thunder Rosa. No. Oh, no, yeah, okay, because, Queen Amita lost again. This time to Thunder Rosa. And in your main event on Collision, Daniel Garcia beat Buddy Matthews.
Well, that'd been a where they're going to keep Daniel Garcia because his contract and where he decides.
We'll have to wait and see, won't we? I don't know if his gimmick would work in WWE, but I don't know. So Raw's gone back to the same stage. So this stage, unfortunately, was just a 1 week only thing. Okay. So they kicked off with Seth freaking Rollins giving an update on his knee. Apparently, he's going to take some time out. He's definitely missing the Rumble. I would imagine he's missing Elimination Chamber. And I would imagine if he can, he'll be doing Mania.
He doesn't need a match at the Rumble.
Definitely not.
He's just needed for Mania.
And they did this brought out Gunther. So I thought it was a good promo by Gunther, and I like that they are positioning him now as, like Seth Rollins is the guy on Raw. He's a champion, so he kind of positioned Gunther kind of could take his place at some point, maybe. So what did you think of this?
I think we have that match go down. You have it go down at Berlin in August.
Depends who champion after Mania. You have to wait and see. Then you had a tag team match, New Day taking out Imperium that went to no contest. Okay.
Well, you could have like if I was making an extra match for the Rumble, I'd have the New Day versus Imperium in a street fight.
I think Kofi's in the Rumble, so you can still do that tag team match. But...
he's going to have a Rumble moment, and then he's going to face Gunther for the IC title.
Yeah. Getting all tangled up here. Now, I might be out of order here, but Ivy Nile defeated... Who did she defeat now? Oh, God. Valhalla? Did she beat Valhalla? Yes, she did. She beat Valhalla. Yeah. So this is a good momentum builder heading into the Rumble this Saturday.
Yeah, but really caring about it now, like after the street fight, after a little in the crowd with the New Day and Imperium.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, after 2K24 news, which we'll get into later here, but for those who don't know, Cody Rhodes on the main standard copy, Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair on the deluxe copy, which I think is great for them, and then your Legends on whatever copy that is. You had Nia Jax. Nia Jax come out, cut a promo. This brought out Becky Lynch, and then this brought out, for some reason, Bayley. What was your thoughts about this?
Well, like, you needed Becky to kind of be the silencer on Nia, because nobody was really caring. The only thing was, Bayley was the one that got squashed for it, and she's getting the most momentum going into the Royal Rumble match for the women.
I just thought, why is Bayley on Raw when she's on SmackDown? You wanted Triple H wants this to make sense, and it's just... Dominic Mysterio defeated The Miz. Okay. Well, it's a fairly big win for Dominic. Miz is
this is a pretty good match now, I thought.
Yeah.
The one thing, though, going into it, week before the match, like going into the Judgment Day, they were going into a video package for Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest. And there was a lot of fighting within the Judgment Day, particularly through Rhea, Rhea telling Damian and Finn that they'll be facing DIY next week. And then Priest saying, "Will you stop being so big-headed because you're on the cover of 2K24 and stop going to Pierce." And then there's a little tension between Rhea and Finn and wanting the aggressive Finn Balor back. And we got a sign from that when we saw the Judgment Day attack Miz, and then DIY came out.
I would have thought that DIY taking on Judgment Day, that would have been at the Rumble. But
Yeah, I was thinking that as well. Like, you could have had that.
you can still, I know Priest is in the Rumble. I would imagine Balor is as well. I would imagine DIY probably there is in the Rumble too. But you still could have done the tag team match.
Yeah.
Speaking of good matches, and I know you're a fan of the person that lost, Ivar defeated Chad Gable. I
Because
thought this was a good match.
This was a good match. There's a weird booking to it because Ivar beat Otis. Then he lost to Akira Tozawa. Yeah, he beat Chad Gable. Should that not have been the other way around, where he beats Akira Tozawa and loses to Chad Gable?
When he beat Chad Gable, I thought, so you've had Akira beat him. So Akira beats him, so Akira gets the win, but people kind of forgotten about that. So Akira gets the win, so that's at the back of your mind, but you've forgotten about it because he just beat Gable. So I thought,
yeah, because like I just thought Chad Gable was going into this was the start of getting.
I guess not. I'm guessing that.
Waiting a while.
The promo that the world's talking about, I think it was, anyway. So Cody Rhodes came out, CM Punk came out, and boy did CM Punk deliver a pipe bomb. So what was your thoughts on this?
No, they both delivered. They really both delivered. Like, it started off with Punk talking about Dusty Rhodes, and then just basically saying that, like, he's not he's not a second generation. He's someone who's worked hard. I haven't got everything handed to me. And then Cody fights back, he talked about the pipe bomb, and he talked about the fact Punk leaving in 2014, and the fact that when he left WWE in 2016, that being Cody, he went on his own path. He should have done what CM Punk did, like go back to the independents, go back to Ring of Honor and be the best there.
But when he turned around and said, "I carried the torch," I thought, "What? No, you didn't. You left shortly after Punk left."
He wasn't talking about the torch in WWE. He was talking about the torch on the independent scene, on the pro wrestling scene, because Cody went to Evolve, he went to Japan, he went to TNA, he went to Ring of Honor.
And that's all cool, but he's not WWE. So,
and Punk could have done that. Punk could have done that, but he chose not to. The only thing they didn't do, and a few people were talking about this, was they didn't talk about their time and fire any shots at AEW, because they didn't really need to now. Like,
yeah, don't need to, yeah.
Because, like, we know what happened with Punk and Tony. We're never known what's happened between Tony Khan and Cody Rhodes. We know they had a falling out about something, but it's never really been fully explained.
Yeah. So yeah, this certainly built the Rumble. We'll get to predictions tomorrow, but I still think it's Punk. I think I can't see him beat well, but we'll get into predictions tomorrow. But they certainly built the match. So yeah.
It definitely did. That's what got people talking. Like, and Cody and just point out that Cody hit a mark because he knew that CM Punk was thin-skinned.
In the wrestling business, no one should be thin-skinned, but there you go.
No, it's the same with certain people. They shouldn't be thin-skinned. You have to have a skin of steel in any industry.
It should skin of steel. Want to be the best, to be the biggest shark in the pool, and if that means overstepping people, here we are. Shayna Baszler and Zoe Starks continue their winning ways against Indy Hartwell and Candice LeRae. Again, I'm going to say what I said last week. Shayna should be world champion. So what's your thoughts on this?
That match, I liked the match. There were some good spots in there, but the crowd had died after the Punk Cody promo. That crowd was dead because they saw what they needed to see. And they just could, like, you feel bad for them because, like, 2 weeks ago, Shayna and Zoe had the match with Natalya and Tegan. No, 3 weeks ago, they had the match with Natalya and Tegan Knox. And after the Rock Jinder segment, the crowd was dead. In between that and the match with Brew, the crowd was dead. So you have to feel bad for them. Like, they did their best with what they could, but, like, just nobody was getting into it.
Well, putting the biggest name in the world, or one of, The Rock on, he can't have... A women's match isn't going to compete, but I get what you're saying.
Well, then you have to. But then, what would happen then? Like, do you keep it on after and then move into the main event?
Well, The Rock. Well, yeah, you could have done that. Yeah, what wasn't what count? Well, the main event was Rollins, wasn't it? I can't even remember.
It was like Rollins and McIntyre.
Oh yeah, well, there you go. So that'll play with that. Yeah. See, I think that The Rock and Jinder was in the spot it probably needed to be in. Anyway, in the main event on Raw this week, good match. Drew McIntyre building momentum this Saturday as he beats Damian Priest, and R-Truth costing Priest the win.
Yeah, that was a good match, but just the crowd was dead, unfortunately, because we all know the Cody Punk team took over everything.
So as a rating, bronze to silver, good Raw, but you take out the Punk thing and the Cody thing. What's your rating for it?
I'm gonna say silver. Like, it was more about the promos with Rollins and Punk and Cody. There were good matches, but the promos did more, and then after that, it died in between there. So silver.
NXT, so let's get into the final show of the week. NXT, very news, lots to talk about. I thought NXT was fantastic. So you have Baron Corbin and Bron Breakker beating Axiom and Nathan Fraser. Semi-finals, Dusty Rhodes Classic. Fraser and Axiom looked good in defeat. This was a good match, and I'm still going to say that Bron and Corbin win the entire thing. Yeah, fantastic opening match. What did you think? Silence. Hello? Are you there? Technical difficulties, I'm guessing. If you're there, I can't hear you. I presume it's Hello? I presume it's technical difficulty on Ian's end. So while he sorts that out, I'll give my thoughts about NXT. So William Regal is back. Massive. This is massive news. Oh, you're back.
Hello? Yeah, it's go toilets. I really enjoyed the opening.
Yeah. So the Bron break.
I thought was really good versus and Fraser. Like, I'm really enjoying Breakker and Corbin together.
I think they win the entire thing. So William Regal is back. Massive news. I hope this is not the last time. It's not just a one and done. This is the last time we see him.
He can get the Hall of Fame this year.
Does he go in the Hall of Fame? Yeah. Okay. Well, the Hall of Fame means anything, which again, 50-50 does it. Look at the people that are in it. You could say it's just a massive joke. But if it actually means anything, then yeah, he goes in.
Yeah, should he go should he come back, get involved with his group with Gula?
Let's wait and see. How he said, hopefully this is not the last time we see him. But he put over the now new general manager of NXT, Ava Raine, the Rock's daughter. I think this is a great move. If you can't wrestle or you can't wrestle that good, yeah, this is a perfect role for her, I think.
But she needs a bit of guidance as well in being a good general manager. Like, needs guidance from someone like Shawn Michaels.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah. She needs work. I'll agree with that. Lash Legend picked up a win against Ren Sinclair. Okay.
And then
JD, not JD, I've just run down the initials. Joe Gacy and Dijak fought. This is probably a match I would have thought you'll see at Vengeance Day. What's your thoughts about this?
I'd say we'll still get a Vengeance Day. We're seeing that old aggressive Joe Gacy back, not the Bray Wyatt wannabe Joe Gacy.
Yeah, I like that. That everybody has something to do on NXT, so everybody has a role and no one's left out. And yeah, Lexus King defeated Trey Bearhill. I probably would have put that on the kickoff show for Vengeance Day, but
I know it's granted because it's good to see like good character.
It was Supernova Sessions. His guest was Lola Vice. Electric Lopez came out, fought. They're in a match next week again. Another match you could probably add to Vengeance Day, whether they will or not, and they do a DQ finish or something. What was your thoughts about this?
Joining
I didn't get it's Santos, I think I heard there, but
Electra Lopez joining Santos on.
Yeah, she could do. Yeah. Again, speaking of everybody having a role, Chase U has now lost everything. Duke Hudson's lost his trophy. They've lost a podium. I think this keeps you hooked, and it's like, what they're going to do next week. So I think this is this is good.
They have to find their way. They have to find their way back to it.
Yep. I presume JC Jane is the one that saves them all. Dragon Lee. Well, first of all, okay, we'll get to the match. Dragon Lee pinned Scripps, and then we found out it's going to be Dragon Lee versus Obafemi for the North American title at Vengeance Day next Sunday.
The Big Show versus Rey Mysterio.
I don't think OB is that big, like the Big Show, but it's kind of more muscly than
the Beast, though.
Yeah, Big Show was just big and really no muscle, really. Blair Davenport defeated Carmen Petrovic. Okay.
She's going to be the top heel now.
Trick Williams built momentum heading into Vengeance Day as he beat Josh Briggs.
And he's attacked Ilya Dragunov.
And I liked after the match, was Carmelo going to turn? Which I think he does. I think you have Braun and Baron will win the finals. And Carmelo will, like I said, I think I said this last week or the week before, will blame.
Before he gets to the main roster.
Will blame, what's he called, Trick, and say, you've got your eyes on the NXT title. You weren't focusing on us being a team. Carmelo costs Trick. There you go. I think that's what happens. Another match made for Vengeance Day will be the Family and Ariana Rizzo take on OTM and Jadea Parker. So OTM and Jadea are being used. I don't know if they'll win this or not. I'm going to say yes for now. So yeah, your thoughts on that?
No, I might see the Family tag. You need OTM to get.
Bad connection here. You keep cutting out. I get you. Get words of what you're saying. And to end NXT, it was a contract signing. Roxanne Perez, Lyra Valkyria signed the contract. Tatum Paxley puts Roxanne through a table. So yeah, good way because that will say hypes up their match.
I have to say, there's a lot of hints of Trish Stratus and Mickey.
definitely.
There's a lot of hints of Trish Stratus and Mickey
Yeah.
James in Tim Paxley's story. It's very much.
So for me, NXT gets a gold. I thought it was fantastic. You know, you had good matches. Ava Reigns, do GM, William Regal's back. Yeah. Well, what's your rating for it?
Maybe.
You cut out there, but so we'll move on to the next segment here, which will be. In fact, I'm going to have a toilet break. Give me 1 second here. To 1 second. Actually, I'll play.
Right, you want to put the ads on, or do we need it?
Well, whilst I'm
away. I'll play a few. I'll play a few of the ads while you're.
Give me a second to find it. And yes, I know I played the wrong one there. It was meant to be this one. So there we are, I played the right one. All my socials and me, follow me, do all that, like and subscribe. Check out that description as I take this down and we go to the next segment, which is, let me find the video. So it's, which was take a 2 minute, about 2 minutes just to preview the Royal Rumble this Saturday. So not predictions, just kind of just looking more closely at the matches.
Oh, I'm really looking forward to it. So
our thoughts on it.
That's all I said. Looking forward to predictions tomorrow.
So Logan Paul, Kevin Owens, if you were US style, I think that, you know, perfect opponent for Logan Paul, and I do like the Kevin Owens are getting a push. So quickly, your thoughts on this match?
I'm looking forward to the whole card itself now. Yeah, this is a perfect first opponent until he gets to Mania.
I think Women's Rumble. Yeah, I think we could see it. My only thought is for now we could see a lot of returns. What do you think?
Yeah, we're keeping our ear to the ground for Sasha Banks. We're keeping our ear to the ground for Trinity, possibly Liv Morgan.
We'll get into who's going to return tomorrow, but the men's, I think, is wide open. Again, you could see many returns. I don't think the winner is 100%
I'm still. I
What's
mean,
your
I have an
thoughts?
idea. I have an idea who my final four will be.
Okay, we'll find out that tomorrow. And then your main event: Reigns,
Yeah,
Orton, Styles, Knight.
that's going to
Again, I've
be.
been my thoughts on Knight in the past, but I think this is perfect to keep him out the Rumble. Not that he should win it, not that he should be main eventing Mania, but people will want
No,
him
'cause-
to do. So I think
no,
it's
and
perfect
plus,
for
like,
him to be in this match.
yeah, and plus, if you get a Punk or a Cody that eliminates him, there's going to be a lot of heat there. So yeah, and he's moved up now. Like, because last year he was in what was Bray Wyatt's last match, and now he's on to this.
So yeah, so that's kind of just our thoughts, and obviously we'll tune in tomorrow to find out predictions. Only 4 matches. So quickly your thoughts on just 4 matches.
Yeah, 4 matches is fine. I mean, you'll just get.
Like I said, I think they could have added the tag team match, or you could win New Day Imperium. You could have done something, but it is what it is. So our final thing here is, of course, this.
Sorry about that. Got cut off there. I'm looking forward to it. I think it is a big step, particularly for LA Knights.
Okay, that's fine. So news and
And
headlines.
just
So
hold
we'll
on a
start with
second.
the smallest news.
No, go on. I'll be quick.
We'll start with the smallest news here that I don't really care about, but we'll cover it anyway, and then get to the big news. So I'll say this, try and say this without laughing. Tonight's Dynamite has sold 1,777 tickets, so not even 2,000 tickets. Damn! What's your take, and what's your thoughts on it?
I think they're going to have to start changing the venues now. If they're only hitting bigger venues and the tickets aren't selling, then they need to take their strategy. I mean, they're going to have to hit the smaller venues.
Like that is, that's the, and
If
again,
the
we're
audience
comparing it to WWE.
if the audience is starting to decrease interest, then you have to start back up again. Because I mean, like when WWE was losing a few people back in '96, they regrouped into smaller venues to sell out the crowd. So AEW should really take that advice.
And again, that's what I'm comparing here, and they're never going to be WWE, but 2,000, even 2,000 tickets, it's not even a WWE house show. It's like, wow. This could, unfortunately, this could be the end for this year. Could be the end.
I'm not going to really say if that's going to be the case.
Yeah. Getting into bigger news. Kevin Patrick removed from commentary on SmackDown. Michael Colby on This Week. His full-time replacement has been announced. People are saying it could be Jim Ross because he's not signed a contract with AEW, which it could be. He could call Sting's match and then come to WWE.
I think JR is going to re-sign back with. He's made it clear before that he's going to retire.
So what's your thoughts of Kevin Patrick being removed? For me, it didn't get me excited. He sounded he was half asleep most of the time, and that's the job to me. You're watching SmackDown. No, you're watching SmackDown.
It's a shame, really. Like but like I'd say, like if you get him something like maybe give him up to SmackDown, then maybe. Or an analyst. Like I know there's people saying, "Oh, bring back McAfee."
Oh, do you bring up what's he called? Vic Joseph from NXT? You bring back, I don't know if you were doing it or not, Beth Phoenix for NXT.
I think Vic Joseph might be the case, and then put Kevin Patrick on.
Ugh. But Kevin's gonna be boring wherever he goes. So. And even Booker T, you can't make it. I don't know. I think Vic and Booker T are a perfect mix. So I probably wouldn't really split them up. But if that's the case, that's the case, I suppose. You're then making NXT even whatever. Yeah. Many people don't watch NXT anyway, and yeah. So bigger news. It looks like it's true. Okada on his way to WWE. So I'm surprised if he's in the Rumble, and it looks like he's starting on NXT.
This is a big win indeed for WWE. He's coming. It's big for NXT as well. Like a lot of people were against to be wasted. Like if this was black and gold there, NXT they'd be supportive. But NXT from this it has been weird ever since they came away from 2.0, since the 2.0 brand. And like a guy like Okada, God knows what would they do with him, because we saw how Kushida and Ike Manjiro translated into NXT 2.0 with Jacket Time, and both are now gone. But now, like, it is NXT, so we'll have to see. Also, will he be the Rainmaker? But like, if he's working with Shawn Michaels, Shawn Michaels will use him.
Nakamura from Japan, and he's made it in.
Yeah, he made it in NXT. So. He's had an up and down career in WWE, particularly on the main roster. His NXT run was brilliant. There he gets the big one. So
definitely. We'll talk about this 2K24. The hate online. There's been hate. Some people are saying it definitely shouldn't be Cody. Some people are saying it should be Bray. Okay.
Well, hopefully, like in another edition, we should get.
To me, it's just a cover. It's just a cover. People aren't sat there going, they're buying it for gameplay, graphics, match type, story mode, whatever. That's the selling point. Cool for Cody. I'm not going to say it's not cool for him. Yeah, cool for Cody. Not Becky. Bianca and Rhea. Cool. Great. But it is just a cover. So, it is what it is. What's your thoughts?
At the end of the day, like, it's showing that they're still invested in Cody. So they're putting him on any form of media they can, including the cover of a video game.
But it is just a cover, and what I'm saying is people ain't buying it because he's on the cover, and people buying it online won't even see the cover. So truly, they're buying it for gameplay and all of that, like I just said. So this kind of brings me on to, again, we'll discuss it, the main event of Mania. So, and every single week I forget stuff to say. Every week. Some weeks it just it kind of doesn't matter, I'll not say it. So first and foremost, Cody's on Raw. Now, this isn't a random match that doesn't really matter. You're talking about the Mania. Wrestling fans are never happy, and I will acknowledge that no matter what you do, if it is Reigns, Cody at Mania, and Cody wins, fans will still complain, because that's what they do. They're never happy. But, and I'm not the only one that doesn't want... It's not that I don't want Cody to win, it's I just don't think you do it at Mania. SummerSlam's fine, which we'll get into. But I'm not the only one in the world against everybody else that wants Reigns Cody. Many people don't, and it's your hardcore fans that don't. So if you have him on SmackDown breaking the Brand Split rules, it doesn't make sense. Yeah. Okay, what's your thoughts on that? You completely cut out there.
Are you talking illustrated?
Say that again, please.
Are you Sports Illustrated?
No, but Cody is on Raw, so how do you then get on SmackDown?
Well, I could say I want to be careful how I say this, because I want to say how I can do these predictions early, because tomorrow. What you could do is if he does get eliminated by the Rumble by, say, blank, I'm not going to say, because whoever I say could be my prediction tomorrow. So say if Mr. Wrestling kicks him out, and Cody says, I put a word in with Nick Aldis, and he's agreed to put me in the Elimination Chamber, a qualifying match for Elimination Chamber.
Still a Raw superstar, but what I'm saying is you've got
Yeah,
to,
but like,
you don't want, again, wrestling fans are never happy. They'll complain. You could give them the world and they'll still find something to complain about.
I know.
But you don't want them to hate any reason to hate that match more than they do already.
But for the time that's year that put this time until after WrestleMania.
Also, Reigns, and I didn't think he would be. It's in another country. It's still a B pay-per-view. Isn't going to be a Backlash. How's that news? That's like saying The Rock's not going to be a Backlash. I don't expect him to be either. So he's on a Backlash. So right, how's that news? I genuinely think, and I know you may disagree, but I don't think WWE have a plan of who beats Reigns. I think they want him to surpass Hogan in the kayfabe WWE world. And it's like, oh yeah, we haven't got anybody. Because they've put him on that level. Like, oh yeah, we haven't got anyone. Oh dear, what do we do?
But look, you know, we say it because we'll talk. I know we're going to talk about this more later.
And like I said, I've given my thoughts on Rock Reigns and why it should be a main event and all the money that can be made that we'll get into later. Okay, a question here is Cody Witt. So that you're a big movie fan, and the chase is like, so it's like the chase is in, the fun is in the chase. So the fun is in Cody going after the title. So he wins. Then what? I'll tell you what happens. So, okay, Reigns Cody at Mania. Cody wins. He's not losing the title at Backlash. You've just made WWE predictable. Oh dear. What's your thoughts on that?
Either somewhere down money before Mania or whoever's Money in the Bank. Reigns after that doesn't need.
But wherever you have him beat Reigns, Mania, SummerSlam, Saudi, next year's Mania, wherever, whenever, the minute he wins, WWE is now predictable again. Because they're not going to lose. They're going to lose it a month later because that would be total stupidity.
But the question is, like, the thing with after Reigns loses, if you want it big for Reigns after that long title reign, Punk.
At this point, and you might disagree, it would not shock me if the plan is, and obviously it would make every Rumble, Elimination Chamber, Money in the Bank, any other number one contender match total predictable. But if he actually surpasses Bruno, it won't shock me. Who thought it'd be 3.5 years?
I know, but like 8 years is 8 years is a very long way, and people can lose patience easily.
True. But I think he holds it till at least. I think that surpasses Hogan. I think he's like, is he 1,000 days or something away from actually surpassing Hogan? But in WWE world, I think he does. And then I think you do Reigns Cody at SummerSlam, and that's your SummerSlam match. That's what I would do anyway. And then you see preventing Reigns from getting to surpassing Hogan. And we said this on the Sporkle quiz, having a full-time champion can be a great thing, but a bad thing, because now, like Rollins, does Rollins feel above anybody else on Raw, really? He's done well with he's done well with the title. He's done well with the title. I'm not going to say he hasn't. He's made it relevant. But does he feel levels above anybody? Not really. He just feels in there with everybody else. So, yeah.
But here's the thing, though, about, okay, yeah, like the champion doesn't always have to feature on the telly. But say after a certain new deal is done next year and changes that could be made to Raw, we could be seeing a champion more often.
True.
You know the change I'm talking about, which we'll get to. I know we'll get to later.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a second. But 50, like I said, it's 50-50. It's good to have a champion there all the time, but at the same time, it isn't really. Like Jim Cornette has said, I quote him many times, we can't miss you if you're always there all the time, and you just
Yeah, but
find it there.
I know, but you don't want to have an interim champion while they're not there, or one of them flipping the interim champion, because that was stupid. That was a stupid thing on AEW's part back then. Or an interim.
So 2 final things here. One, there's been talk of a triple threat. So in the kayfabe, so 2 things. One, in the kayfabe world of wrestling, where The Rock could win. Why would Rock and Cody want that? And Cody would just feel he's in the way of a much bigger real life story. So I don't think you do a triple threat either. What do you think?
Cody would be the underdog in the triple threat. He'd be like the Daniel Bryan to Randy.
He would feel in the way of a bigger story, a real life story.
Yeah, but
But you could essentially do a triple threat. That means The Rock has to do less, and you could do this. I don't think they will, but if I'm looking at it, okay, do the triple threat then. Even though it should be Rock Reigns, if they run with the triple threat, you have Cody pin The Rock, then you're doing Reigns, Cody at SummerSlam. The Reigns could say, you never pinned me. He pins him there. And then you're doing Rock Reigns in Saudi because Reigns is blaming The Rock for losing. They're probably not going to do that. Play one and done. Rock do one match and see you bye. But you could do that.
But as well, it'd be the first time, probably in its first time in a triple threat, and anyone can correct me if I'm wrong on this, that 3 generation superstars meet in a triple threat.
Yeah, I think that'd be the first time if they do that. And also, obviously, there's been talk of, let's do it next year. So The Rock, how old's The Rock? He looks in incredible shape. Like, Jesus Christ, who doesn't want to look like The Rock? But he's 52, 53. Who knows his schedule next year? And I'm not blind to the fact that he got blown up doing the people's elbow. So I don't think you do it next year. I think this is a year to do it.
Though we'll talk about Rock versus Reigns.
Yeah, I don't think you do it next year because the right 53 is he?
Okay, say if you don't. No, you don't do it next year. Say if The Rock. How would you feel if
cutting out? How would I feel if what?
How would you feel if they in Saudi Arabia?
If they did Rock Reigns in Saudi,
they did it.
Well, when's that going to happen? How does The Rock know what he's going to be doing by then? I would imagine it's.
Right, well, like they're trying. Well, the report is now The Rock has not signed a full deal. What's happened now is that The Rock, he's now on the board with TK with Endeavor, but the thing. He signed a deal.
Rock's a very busy man and his busy schedule. Oh, sorry.
Listen, he hasn't fully signed a deal yet. Like, he wants the match to go ahead at Mania. And, like, there is the talk of. We're also looking at winning more money by having them.
You cut out there, but so so let's talk about the 2 big people. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, they want to try and convince them to, because there's big money as well. Because you could have things come off the loss. He goes into the feud with The Rock and in Saudi Arabia to redeem himself.
We'll get into the big news right now. So the first piece of big news, obviously, WWE paid $5 billion by Netflix. I think this is a great, good move, bad move. They're probably going to lose fans doing this, but it's a good move. You're going to get your casual fans watching, streaming is the way forward. The Rock, did The Rock have a hand in this? Who knows? He had Red Notice on Netflix. Didn't it break Netflix records? So all these dots are connecting.
It's a big win, all right. It's a big win.
Yeah, huge. 5 billion. Wow, so that's 500 million a year. Whew.
It is a big win, right? It is a very big win indeed for them to get on Netflix. It's a very big win.
Yeah, imagine the hope is that you casual fans who doesn't have Netflix now. I can imagine the whole world does.
There's many. I know people don't.
But don't Netflix make like hundreds of billions yearly. I know they make ridiculous amounts of money. But look, if very few don't have Netflix, then so imagine the idea is those casual fans will now watch wrestling. So 5 billion, yeah. So the biggest.
It's a good thing about Netflix as well. The good thing about Netflix as well is that you can take it anywhere. Like you can watch it on your laptop, and you can like Sky has a connection to Netflix. You can also watch it on your phone. You can watch it on your PlayStation, so you're not stuck.
The only bad thing out of this, and if you I go to the watch parties, is unfortunately it looks like this is the end of watch parties because you legally.
Yeah, apparently there's a few watch parties. There's some watch parties that wouldn't be allowed to stream Netflix. Yeah, they can't.
Legally can't run it in a pub or anything, so that's not good news for watch parties, really. So that's them losing business.
You have a watch party in your own house then, and then you're sorted. It's cheaper.
But like Hooked on Wrestling who run watch parties, they're going to now be losing money. So not good.
The other good thing about the Netflix is, hang on, just for about Netflix is there's a lot that you could. Years ago, Triple H, one thing he wanted to do that when he took is that he wants to put Raw back to 2 hours. Netflix could give him that. Netflix could also give him the ability to take.
But putting it back to 2 hours, less talent gets pushed, and you're losing there. Okay. So I suppose you could have it back to 2 hours because. It depends what you read. It depends what package you get. It depends what subscription you get. But there is or isn't going to be ads. So for those that won't be getting ads, apparently wrestlers do like a rest. Wrestlers do like a rest.
And like you can mix it up as well. And you can mix it up as well. Like you can get different stories as well. Mix it up a bit.
But apparently during the ads, if you don't get ads watching Raw, and I think this is very I'm only learning about this yesterday. So, but if you're watching Raw on Netflix and you don't have ads, they'll be doing like a wrestle or something during that break, so you're not really missing anything. So technically, there isn't ads, so you could drop the third hour. But I can't see him doing. So, because then the people that do have the ads, more money for WWE and Netflix. So, I think it's going to stay for 3 hours forever.
I think they could probably drop the third hour by the new contract. Let's live it up because it's hard to sometimes produce a 3 hour Raw, and sometimes you can't.
I would be shocked, but so the final piece of news, the biggest news, the great one, The Rock, is on TKO, and you want to talk about an American dream? He's gone from $7 in his pocket to the biggest movie star in the world. All these business he's built, and now he can technically, if he wants, tell Triple H exactly what to do because Triple H isn't on the board and The Rock is. He got $30 million for it. What a move for The Rock and what a move for TKO. What do you think about this?
It is a brilliant move. It's a big move, and it's big news for TKO and WWE. And you know the funny thing as well, like, because you see pictures of like how where Rock and Triple H started off and now where they are, and it's kind of funny as well because you now have DX running WWE, you have The Rock overseeing it. So what would you give to Stone Cold Steve Austin, Mick Foley, and The Undertaker for roles in the company?
Well, probably nothing, as Taker's busy doing his one-man show. Mick Foley, I think, is busy making money everywhere he can, doing autograph signs in Austin. Not sure what Austin's doing. But if Rock wanted to do, and I'm not saying he's going to... Sorry, go on.
What I mean is, 3 figures from the Attitude Era now running the...
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Now, Rock's not going to come in and change plans for Raw. What's the matches next week? Kofi versus Gunther, and on SmackDown this week you've got Theory versus Carmelo Hayes. You might not have, but Rock's not going to come in and say, right, I don't want this match to happen. But business decisions like the Mania main event is a huge business decision. He can outrule Triple H. You then got Nick Khan, who will, Vince, who will, and the man himself, Aaron Manuel, who's known The Rock for 20 years. I can't even see him saying no to The Rock. When The Rock said on First Take, his idea was to make WWE even bigger than it is, if that's possible. His idea was to make it big, pull in the casual fans, and the only way to do that is him versus Reigns at Mania. I can't see Ari turning around going, nah, Rock, Cody's doing it. And Cody will have to realise it's a business to make money, and he'll have to wait.
I want The Rock to bring in... I want WWE business. I always want WWE to succeed, just like I want every other wrestling company to succeed. Or a company to things. Number one, you can't respect your own talent. And 2, you have to keep pushing up. You make it takes away someone else. He takes away someone else's moment for his own needs. It's just going to cause a lot of backstage cause
That's what
a
happens
revolution
when you're The
in
Rock.
the company.
That's what happens when you're The Rock and you're the big.
I'm not denying The Rock. I'm liking The Rock. I do want to see Rock versus Reigns. I don't want to see it in a situation that someone else loses their moment. I mean,
that's what
it's a new business
to make. Like I said, sharks. It's a business full of sharks, and it's about making money, and
I
The
know
Rock's a
that.
bigger name, and that's it. So it's
And
all about
I'm
money.
sure, I'm sure, selfish prick as well. Yeah, he wants the match to Reigns, and I'm for him having the match at some point.
And I cannot see Ari going, you want the business to grow, and you feel the only way to do it, and you built all these businesses from the ground up, and you feel the only way to draw more fans in is you main eventing. But Ari's not going to go, nah, Rock, forget that. Cody's doing it. Because Cody doesn't grow the business. The Rock does. Everybody knows who The Rock is. The world knows who he is. So, like I said, I see Cody Reigns main eventing SummerSlam, and Rock Reigns main event Mania.
Go shortly because I have to take an important call.
Okay, then.
But just go back to
what we'll finish. Yeah.
Question again. Before you go,
Ask one. Ask the question again. Oh.
Yeah. You were asking me. You were talking about before I got cut off.
I was going to look at The Rock when he said on First Take that he wants to grow the business, make it global, bigger. He's built all these businesses. He's made all these big blockbuster movies. It's a business that you swim, the shark swim to the top. Business to make money. I can't see Harry overruling him. They've been friends for 20 years to go, no, Rock, Cody gets that spot when you can easily do Cody Reigns at SummerSlam. There you go.
Okay. Into SummerSlam, but here's the thing. First week after the gender thing, one thing I said to you is not all of the Rock's big matches talking about. The other thing as well is they have been talking with the Rock as to get him to do the match in Saudi Arabia, and Saudi Arabia is Saudi Arabia, and there is big money from the Saudi Arabian government.
Correct, but okay, then if I'm a casual fan, which I'm not, and if Rock Reigns doesn't happen at all at Mania, my reason to watch Mania is nothing. And if I'm one of these that watch Mania anyway, then it kind of doesn't, I suppose it doesn't matter what the main event is. If I'm one that watches Mania no matter what, yeah, you could probably do Reigns Cody. It means no one's
you could do Reigns Cody, and then when if Reigns loses and he's feeling down, he's feeling negative, you have The Rock come for the head of the table
now, we'll
at a place of royalty, tomorrow. And that is Saudi Arabia. Now, that's all I'll say there.
I do see, and this is not a prediction, well, I suppose it's a prediction. Reigns holds the title up at the end, might even cut a promo. You hear, if you smell, out he comes. They'll stare each other down, look at the sign. That's how you win Rumble on Saturday. If that doesn't happen, okay, they do it in Saudi.
That could be a good big one as well. I mean, Saudi is a big stage.
I just can't. Well, we'll see. Well, we'll wait and see. But I just can't see The Rock as his drive to make WWE bigger, and he feels the only way he does that is by himself. I just can't see Harry going, nah, Rock. I just can't see it. You've got Nick Khan, you've got Vince.
I know, but another way to have to look outside America. That's why it's called the World Wrestling Entertainment.
Well, I guess we'll wait and see. So, yeah. So join us tomorrow for Rumble predictions. WrestleCrate unboxing whenever it comes, like I said. And on Saturday, Rumble watch party. So predictions, unboxing, Rumble watch party. Like and subscribe. Get this shared out. And Ian, have you got any final words?
Fun. We'll have some fun ones.
Okay. And thank you for watching. And remember to acknowledge and electrify.
From the wide.